Hey, I don't think anyone has acknowledged this yet that I've seen, but um, I spoke before about Stranger Things and the Poltergeist. Um, Will literally quoted the movie, and I haven't seen anyone pointing that out, but just before the Demogorgon attack, oh wow, that was not words. Just before the demo's attack, he turns to Joyce and he says, "They're here." Not in that tone, but he does turn to her and say, "They're here," after having a vision. Like, Will was poltergeisting all over the place in Volume 1, and I feel very happy about it. Um, so my predictions were mostly correct, I gotta say. Not tooting my own horn then, but they led us in the direction that I was expecting. But also gave us a few surprises that were great. Yeah, I did watch it when it came out. Not exactly when it came out because that was 1 in the morning, and I knew I'd end up awake until 5. There was a huge thunderstorm outside right now. Crazy. But the next day, I sat down and watched all 4 episodes. We need to give it up for Karen Wheeler. Oh my gosh. That entire thing was so fantastic with the wine bottle and ABBA playing in the background. I'm hoping that she finally finds out what the heck's been going on, especially with, I think, Mike, Nancy, and Holly playing a real big part in this season. A little bit more on that in a moment. I've been Karen Wheeler's biggest fan since season 1, and getting to see her in that scene, I hope she's going to be all right. I hope Ted's going to be all right as well. I know less of an opinion on him in general, but he held his own. I loved just him with the golf clubs. A lot of people said that it would be golf clubs because of that Walmart episode, which is kind of funny. What's this piece of hair doing? Um, but yeah, I think I've picked this up on my rewatch. I think it's quite clear that Vecna's going after the Wheelers, and I think it's, at least in my opinion, um, quite obvious that he's gonna go after Will. And by Will, I meant to say Mike. He's gonna go after Mike. That is the best way to get to Will. It's the best way to get to Elle. It's the best way to get to Nancy. It's the best way to get to Holly and all the others. Um, and everyone. He's the heart. He's the core. There's been a lot of build up to. He's being Vecna'd. I cannot wait to see it. That sounds bad. Mike is genuinely like top 5 for me. Um, and but I really want him to get his moment to shine. I really think they've had him a little bit too in the background for too long now. It's going to be really good if we can have him in the foreground. Um, and I want a scene where he really just breaks down. Just, I really want that. Um, Seeing another side, talking about breakdown, seeing another side of Dustin this season so far has been really good. Just a darker side, obviously dealing with the grief and the trauma of his one of his best friends dying in his arms, and everything that led to that, and you know, yeah, he's dealing with a lot, and I think also dealing with it in a town that's quarantined. So I think we tend to forget, and a lot of us, well, most people in the world know how that feels. As someone who was literally quarantined in a town, I lived in China at the time, um, and it was a very bizarre situation, and there were a lot of random arguments that once we were able to like escape that situation, we were like, why were we fighting? um, and I think they've got that down. I think they're pulling on like quarantine experience for like how Dustin would be feeling, how Steve and Jonathan would be feeling. Um, Side note, I want Nancy to be single. I'm team Nancy, just. I like Jancy. I do. I really do. And I love Jonathan. But, and I love Steve. What can I say? I'm a big fan of these characters. But I think she should be on her own. And I think it would be really good if she is. I don't know. I think we've got another couple to focus on. That's not related to them. Really liked Dustin's eddy curls, how he's growing them out. Really don't want Steve to die because I don't want Dustin to deal with that. Obviously, we need to talk about the ending. I'm so happy that happened. Mainly the flashback scenes and how they were echoing the stories from season 2 perfectly. Will just accepting himself, how he's been repressing these powers for so long, not thinking that he has the ability. But, you know, I think Joyce says at some point, sometimes you just need, like, a little self-confidence. I can't remember the quote, I think I got that wrong. But, then, like, a little encouragement, I think. And then, you know, getting those speeches from Mike and from Robin to help him find his inner strength, stop repressing who he is, stop hiding who he is such a big part of his character and so important for him as a canonically gay character too. Yeah, just I loved the way that they revealed that through Mike's eyes, through like the POV of him just you can see the fear and then he turns and realizes, oh my god, that's Will doing his very cool. Will and Robin, everything that I dreamed of. Love that duo. Can't wait to see more. And Carly as well. Carly coming back. I did not see that coming. I was talking to a friend recently about the Lost Sister. I like the Lost Sister. I'm in the minority, and I always said that I think more people will like and appreciate that episode if they actually brought her back as a character and made her an integral part of the story, which I think they might do. And then we may have Carly, Eleven, and Will, and possibly Max. I still think 11 might have put something in there. We could have 4 superhero kids. That's quite fun. I don't think Vecna stands a chance in that case. Maybe even Holly. I don't know why. Just there's something about her and just all the way through the seasons, the way that she's always picked things out before anyone else makes me wonder. Yeah, that's my good sides. My only bad side, like I say, I think the love triangle, I don't care for it. Hopper's fake out, don't care for it. Been done. He's already died and come back. When he walked off, I was like, yeah, he's probably coming back. And Vecna's transformation, fantastic. Loved that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna rewatch it. I'm about to start Welcome to Derry though because I was waiting until that had finished, and I am a huge fan of it and The Shining, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh, didn't mean to actually say looking forward to it, but I am looking forward to it. So that's probably going to be taking up my time for a moment. What I did want to say is I was really hoping for this season music, or I don't know why I'm doing this, to be an integral part, like it has been. I think especially in season 4, music with Master of Puppets being such a big scene for Eddie and everything going on, running up that hill, obviously. Should I Stay or Should I Go in earlier seasons, Never Ending Story. Even music that's like non-diegetic, like Peter Gabriel's Heroes, that has now been used in 2 scenes, I believe. Music is such a big part of this show, and I'm loving the poppy direction that we're taking, because the Duffers have said that they're moving into like much darker territory. We know the ratings higher, and they are pulling on inspiration from more mature movies. I think they've mentioned Hellraiser amongst other stuff. So to go darker with the movie references and inspirations, and much lighter, much poppier with that music. With I mentioned earlier the scene with Fernando playing was brilliant. I think We're Alone Now, Upside Down, nice poppy music. The radio music as well really links into the radio station, and it makes sense. I do think if we do end up getting Mike being Vectored, we are going to get his song. There's apparently a song, Finn Wolfhard's mentioned there's a song for his character, and then he's like, I can't say what it is because it's a spoiler. Pretty sure I know what it's going to be. Not the song, I don't know what the song's going to be yet. I've got some ideas. Some ideas that would be rah. But, yeah, I think that's possibly his Vecna song. The radio station, great. Forgot to mention that. Love it. I did mention it, but I forgot to actually focus on it a bit more. Love. I also like that you can listen to the radio station. If you were unaware, you can listen to it online. I've listened a little bit. It mainly seems to be playing music from the soundtrack. But I think there could be some Easter eggs in there. I know there's some people analysing it, and it would be fun if there's some Easter eggs in there. I do hope so. So yeah, eagerly awaiting next volume. I think it would be either the 26th or the 27th. It could even be the 27th here. I know because it's like early in the morning and I'm going to be working or, with family. I'm not going to be watching it immediately, the second volume, but I am very much looking forward to it. But at the same time, I don't want this to end. The last thing that I would ever want for Stranger Things is for it to carry on going for like 20 seasons and become one of those shows that just loses the plot completely and just becomes a huge cash grab. I'm not that interested in all the spin-off stuff. Like, me personally, there's certain things that would probably get me interested. We'll get into that another time. But in general, I'm cool for it to end. I think we're ending hopefully on a very good spot, and I have a bit of faith. I think I have faith that it's going to end well. It's always worrying. So many shows that I love have ended badly, but they've also gone on for probably longer than they needed to. I think they've got it sorted. But it's just mad that we're going to be getting the last ever episodes. It's mad and it's sad, and we'll see how it goes, won't we? I'm kind of, now that I've watched Volume 1, I don't want anyone to die. I'm back to that. I was like, we should kill some people. Yeah, stop being scared to kill people. And now I'm like, oh no. There's no good way for any of these people to die. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm sure I've forgotten some stuff. I will be rewatching it, I'm sure. I will find the time to do that. Who needs sleep? Alright, till next time. Oh yeah, I did decorate my wall. I put wallpaper up. I put Christmas decorations. I had photos. I was teaching a class the other day and the entire thing fell down. My dog is now terrified of this wall, and it was quite funny. But yeah, I'm going to start again with Matt at some point. This wall will be decorated. Bye-bye.